Welcome to the final match of the evening. It's Perth Longobarda against Condors FC in what is essentially a playoff for 7th position. If Longobarda win, they'll overtake Condors. If the Condors win, they will hold their position. And starting lineup, Christopher Castro San Martin playing his first game back in the Supa-Liga after a few years of hiatus, alongside the number 10, Felipe Vera, the number... In fact, I've got to get the team lineups up, forgive me. So starting lineups for the Condors, Nicholas Canas wearing number 7, Yimi Actuez the number 11, Felipe Vera the number 10, Rolando Rojas the number 8, Rodrigo Silva the number 5, Cristobal Zuniga the number 12, Henry Martinez the number 9, Alejandro Ratamales the number 2, Eddie Garrido making the move over from Fremantle Wolves the number 3, and Christopher Castro wearing the number 4. For Longobarda, it's Yusuf Barian, the number 5. Bruno Di Gregorio, the number 7. Raimi Rahim, the number 13. Hezari Sharizan, the number 6. Angelo DeMarco, the number 9. Bunyad Mohammadi, fresh off a hat-trick last week, wearing number 16. And controversially left out of team of the week, I must add, Massimo Basolu, the number 10. Murat Idris, the number 8. And Altai Charger, wearing the number 17. So leave your predictions in the comments below. It should be a ripper of a contest. Ball switched by Basolu to Di Gregorio, who's trying to muster off a shot. Back out looking for Basolu, but this time read well by Vera. Now Castro, the coach of Sterling Brassajunga, who will be entering the league next season. Very exciting times for all involved over there. Playing a almost remembrance match, one final hit out before his side enters the league, in similar fashion to the way Josh Barn, who's the captain, played a game for FutScarbs Sharks last week. And on the turn there by the Condors, number 8, Rolando Rojas, but just couldn't quite find the empty net. Di Gregorio holds onto it, gives it out wide to Basolu, who's sporting a new haircut. He's got the braids and they look awfully sexy. Massimo Basolu, the number 10. He's done it all around the world in futsal, played in Italy. He's won the SFL. It's a blunder from Zuniga. I don't know how that one's gone in, but it has, and Longobarda take the early lead. And unfortunate for Cristobal Zuniga, who'll be furious to concede that one. But nevertheless, Longobarda over the moon. Didn't quite catch that one in the replay, but I'm sure Cristobal Zuniga won't mind. He won't want to see it again, as Raimi Rahim plays it to Idris. And Castro San Martin defending well. Basolu, ball through the centre. Bunyad Mohammadi just playing it out of bounds, but they get the side ball back. It's Basolu, plays it in the middle. San Martin, who is playing the fixo raw for the Condors. Plays it up to Yimi Actuez, who looks down the line for Felipe Vera, but can't quite find him. As the number 9, Henry Martinez, makes his way onto the court. Hezari Sharizan for Longobarda. Plays Mohammadi. Now it's Murad Idris. He's driving forward. Mohammadi. Ball inside. Looking for Sharizan. There's Altai Charger getting ready to make his way onto the court. Sporting a fresh pair of Nike Lunicados. Looking snazzy. Basolu with the intercept. Lovely feet. Gets it out wide. Mohammadi. Sharizan. Mohammadi. Basolu. Shot blocked. Martinez. And Sharizan looking to win it. Castro. A bit of miscommunication. Bunyad. One back by the Condors. Now they're breaking forward. Rojas. Martinez. Cuts inside. But just can't find the corner. As Yusuf Barian and Autai Jaja make their way on the court for Longobarda. Autai Jaja's brother Korai featured in the last game for Phoenix vs WA when they were victorious, and he'll be just as lucky. Idris heads it down. Sharizan, Jaja, Murad Idris, Berryan, Jaja's in space. Berryan can't pick him out. Yimi Atuez. Martinez. Ball through, and it's a good one. Sharizan with the sliding interception. He did well there, the youngster, Hezari Sharizan. Looking for the return. Great save by Raheem. And what is the call from referee Silas? I think it's a goalkeeper's ball. Zephyr McPherson, 4-2 Condors. GK Midi, 4-3 to Condors. So all the predictions favouring the Condors so far, but on the scoreboard, Longobarda lead. Hasn't really been much to separate these two sides. It was a rather unfortunate goal, which sees the difference. Ratamales looking for the ball forward. Sharizan in the centre, finding Murad Idris. Berryan looks over the top. Can't quite find Sharizan's run. Now it's Atuez. Flicked over the top. And that one into the path of Jar Jar, who just lets it run. Berryan flicks it over. Jar Jar looking to get on the end of it. Ratamales does well. Idris finds Jar Jar. Rojas. Martinez. Rojas under pressure. Idris picks it up centre. The captain, Berryan. Longobarda without Shaz Ramley and Vaughan Audrey this evening, so a little bit on demand. And here's a chance for Condors on the break. And it's Yimi Atuez who finds the empty net to level the scores here at Subiaco. Good finish from Yimi. He's never going to miss from there. And the Condors draw level as a couple of subs come on the court. And we'll just have a look at the live ladder to see how we're going. So it hasn't been updated yet, but once that Condors goal gets added, we'll reassess it. So as things stand, Condors are on 11 points and Longobarda are on 9 points. But if Longobarda do win the match, they will finish on 11 points and the Condors will finish on 10. So a lot of placings in try to play for. Unfortunately for these sides, this season not finals positions. So it's been updated now. We will have a look. So as you can see, that win for Phoenix, giving them a buffer in third spot. FutScarbs in fourth, and Condors and Longobarda battling it out at the moment. Di Gregorio trying to find DeMarco. Nice feed from Martinez. He's maybe found himself in a bit of trouble, but DeMarco hacks at his leg, and the foul's been given as Autai Jaja makes a way to the bench. It's Massimo Basolu back on. DeMarco fires from range, and it's a handball from the Condors. Number 2, Ratamales. And I think that was a bit harsh. I think it hit his face as well. I agree with my man who's managing the live stream, Betim Zeba. And Eddie Corrido on the court now for the Condors. So that's good to see. Corrido, obviously one of the founding members of Byford Venom Futsal Club, had a short spell at Coburn Wolves last season, mainly being in the SFL draft competition. And the ball Played long. Basolu heads it down. And the Condors are a bit undermanned this evening. They're without Nicholas Canast and Diego Gonzalez, who are arguably their two best players. Basolu picks it up, does a roulette, and flicks it on, but can't get enough power to really trouble Zuniga. A lovely flick behind, and Garrido trying to keep going. Chris Castro back on now. Bunyad Mohammadi, a loose pass from the Longobarda number 16. Rodrigo Silva to Castro. Dictating play at the back is Christopher Castro. It's great to see him return to playing no matter what the league is. Started off in the Supa-Liga, I believe, and then went to playing in the SFL for Spearwood Lions. And here he is back again. He's got good feet, as you can see. But getting pressed into a bit of trouble there, and eventually the Condors clear their lines. It's Angelo DeMarco. Now it's Basolu trying to find the ball in the middle to Bunyad Mohammadi, who's being marshalled well by his former coach and Chris Castro. And they played together at Sterling Brazachinga. And Mohammadi's got it in behind. Had to head it the other way. Now a chance maybe for Garrido. Murad Idris with a good bit of physicality. Oh, lovely ball over. Basolu. And a good challenge from Felipe Vera. Keeps the ball in. And a 2-on-1 for the Condors. Garrido can't keep it in. Very nearly there. A good bit of play. Rodrigo Silva with the first time ball out wide. Garrido chasing it, but didn't quite have the pace. Di Gregorio to Idris. Back to the big D. Bruno Di Gregorio. Murad Idris on the ball now. Basolu down the line to Di Gregorio. Idris is at the back post if they can find him. The pass is blocked by the Condors defense, but Basolu finds him on this occasion. Idris lays it off. Basolu in a tussle, bodies flying everywhere. Idris comes away the better. Sharizan still going. Holds it. Such a quick change of pace. Sharizan, his low center of gravity definitely helps with that. And here's on the case to Castro. Now Vera, Garrido. Gives it to Castro. Lovely ball out wide to Vera. Can the Condors find a goal to put them in the lead? Maybe Longo can. Basolu with a finish shot. Can't quite curl it into the far corner, but that was very nearly. Silva, left-footed ball. Basolu's everywhere, but he couldn't get to that one. Garrido has support. Basolu gets in front. Now it's a 2-on-1. Bruno Di Gregorio's at the back post if they can find him. But Basolu loses his footing at the crucial moment. Vera to Castro. And now it's Rojas back on. Castro finds Vera in the centre. I don't know if that was a penalty. I don't know if that was a penalty. If only we had a replay from the top camera angle, which we are still working on, it would be a bit more decisive. But nevertheless, Condors Futsal Club have a golden opportunity to take the lead. And it will be none other than their top goal scorer, Felipe Vera, ready to take the shot. I'm sure as Zephyr McPherson will be looking on in awe as his favourite Condors player has the chance to put them into the lead. Vera versus Raheem. Who will come out the victor? Can Raheem pull off a dramatic save? Or can Vera try and solidify Condors' position in 7th? Vera scores. Lovely penalty. The Condors take the lead for the first time this match with just over 6 minutes to go in the first half. Bit of a controversial penalty call. I don't know if number 1, it was actually inside the box, and number 2, if there was enough contact to warrant it. But you know, the referees aren't perfect. They get some right, they don't. We weren't in the best view either, so we don't really have a decisive angle ourselves. But we've seen a couple of penalties today, which has been surprising. A couple in the Sharks vs FutScarbs game, and one again in this one. The Condors on the break once again. Rojas, lovely feet, trying to sit Idris down. Castro, ball in the corner. Altai Charger with the clearance. And Barry on the captain, taking the sideline ball. Jar Jar. He's got time at the back here. What can he do? Finds Sharizan out wide, makes a forward run. Jar Jar's at the back post. If Berryan can find him, needed to play the ball a little bit earlier there. Yusuf Berryan. Up the line to Sharizan. Good save by Zuniga, who pumps it down. Castro, he's had a great return to the competition this evening. That's given away cheaply. Burrito gets on the end of it to make up for it. Vera. Castro looks for the ball over the top. Not a bad pass, just a little overhit. Looking for the runner, Eddie Garrido. And Sharizan on the breakaway. Garrido on the break forward. He's got Vera to the right. Garrido looking for the chip into the back corner, but can't quite find the target. As Angelo DeMarco subs back on for Longobarda. Idris on the ball at the back now. 5 minutes to go in this first half. Do we have another goal in store before the break? Idris out wide to DeMarco, who tries to get on the outside of Rojas. Rojas does well with a quick feet. Almost spins out of trouble, but they get the side ball. Condors, a good result considering the circumstances. Does well there, Yemi Achuez. Now he's made the run to the back post. A chance for Achuez to double his money and get the second goal on the board for himself this game, but puts the shot wide. Bunyad Mohammadi back on for Morad Idris. Mohammadi, equal top scorer in this Perth Longobarda side. Bunyad Mohammadi, he's had a breakout season in the top flight of WA futsal. And here he is again, Mohammadi. Great ball through to Jar Jar, but cleared away by Rojas. Jar Jar on the sideline kick. Jar Jar favoured to shoot. We know he's got a cracking shot off both feet. Does out-tie Jar Jar. Mohammadi, was he fouled? Referee saying not enough contact. Bunyad Mohammadi with the high press, but lovely feet from Rojas to evade the challenge. Longobarda win it back, and now it's a 3-on-2 if they can work it quickly. DeMarco, ball through. Zuniga, the deflection put him off for a second there, but he did well to recover in the nick of time. Lovely feet from Rojas. He's so tricky on the ball, isn't he? Achuez. In fact, he looked to go to Rojas, but ignored him in the end. And now it's Angelo DeMarco with the breakaway. But a good, it's actually Berryan rather, but a good save from Cristobal. Bunyad Mohammadi. DeMarco dispossessed. Redamales on the break for the Condors. Martinez drops the foot down, did Rahimi Rahim, and a crucial save at that. Rojas just toying with the Longobarda defense. And that is a foul. Longobarda disappointed. They would have been on the break. But a free kick just inside the halfway line for the Condors. It's the main man, Yemi Achuez, scorer of the first goal for Condors this evening, standing over it. Achuez fires from range. It's gone in. It's gone through everyone. And I'm not quite sure how, but one goalkeeping blunder from Zuniga, and now one from Rahimi Rahim. Condors a 3-1 to the good now. Look, it wasn't a bad shot, but any free kick along the ground from that kind of distance, you'd be wanting your keeper to save. Stand-out performance so far from Yemi Achuez with 2 goals to his name, and the Longobarda boys employ the early fifth man. Ball through, Mohammadi! Good save from Zuniga. Was he outside the D? Not quite. Basolu. Di Gregorio. Back to Massimo Basolu. DeMarco. And a chance for Zuniga to fire from range. Is it on target? Not quite. It was always curling away from goal. And they're keeping at it with the fifth man, Longobarda. Basolu tries to find the ball in the corner. It's an empty net if they can find it. Be given away to Di Gregorio, who can restart the attack once again. Basolu cuts in, blocked by Rojas, who's having a good performance tonight. Basolu. DeMarco. Di Gregorio inside. Berrien. Zuniga did well to smother the shot. Was there a push in that from Yusuf Berrien? Referee says yes. Taken quickly, but given away. DeMarco. Di Gregorio, empty net if they can find it. Rojas probably should have gone for the early shot. Stalled it, and in the end the chance was gone. And a good block there from Bunyad Mohammadi. A timeout from the Condors. And we'll have a quick outbreak, but we'll leave the live ladder up for you guys to have a look at in the meantime. And we are back live. Rodrigo Silva at the back for the Condors. Being pressed high. Was he brought down? The chance fell to Basolu, but luckily for the Condors, the referee said yes. Just enough contact from Idris to warrant the foul. Looks a bit slippery on that side of the court, maybe even. The way Silva fell didn't really look natural, unless there was a bit of sweat or water on the court. And Rahimi is running off the court, but he mustn't need a rush. The clock stopped. Take your time, young man. Use it to your advantage. Di Gregorio, good ball into the corner. Berrien, can they get one back before halftime? Longobarda, they've got no keeper in net, but they're pressing high. Can Idris pick it up? Or can the Condors capitalize? Oh, a bit of confusion at the back, but luckily Basolu is able to get there in the nick of time to keep it in. And that'll see us out for the first half. Condors 3, Perth Longobarda 1.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
Mohammadi, Di Gregorio, Basolu. Back to Di Gregorio. And Longobarda have it all to do. Interestingly enough, they haven't started the second half with the fly keeper just yet. It's Castro on the ball. Just chips that one forward into touch. Didn't really have any options. In the centre, Sharizan. Garrido with the fast breakaway. Scuffs the ball out to Silva. Headed down. Silva! That would have been a good goal. Just couldn't quite find that bottom corner. As Rahim gives it to Massimo Basolu. Bunyad Mohammadi lurking in the centre, wanting the ball. Basolu tried to find him. Mohammadi stepped the other way. Zuniga releases Silva. That ball's a bit short, given away in the centre. Now Sharizan's on the break. Bruno with the toe poke, just wide. Chances coming in for Longobarda now. Rojas, Sharizan, Basolu. Quick feet from him. Evades the challenge from Garrido. Di Gregorio. Back to Basolu. Handball by Garrido, and the foul's been given. Di Gregorio. Out wide, gives it to Sharizan. Looking for the one-on-one. Castro with the foul. Professional foul there from Chris Castro. Love to see a bit of that. He says, look, the ball might get past me, but you're not. And now it's a free kick for Longobarda on the right-hand side of the court. Massimo Basolu, can he curl this one into the top corner with his left and give Longobarda some hope at a comeback? Basolu blocked on the way through by Castro. Rodrigo Silva over the top ball is a good one. Di Gregorio with a good clearance. A side ball for the Condors now. Castro comes it down at the back. Finds the ball to target in Rojas. Rojas loses out. Basolu, and is that a foul? I'd say so, and the referee agrees. Bruno Di Gregorio standing over this one at the back. And I'm not sure what happened there. Was that ball out of bounds? Massimo Basolu might not have been standing in the field of play. So 3 fouls already for the Condors. And with over 16 minutes to go, they could start to add up quite quickly toward the end of the game and potentially provide a way in for Longobarda. Castro with the free kick. Within shooting territory, you'd have to say, especially after the last one from Yumi has found the bottom corner. Can Castro repeat the same heroics? Plays it off. And Silva, that one high, wide, and not very handsome. As Rahim drops it up the feet of Berrien. Out wide to Basolu. Nice fluent pressure, possession from Longobarda. Back rows it to Di Gregorio. This is good, but Di Gregorio gives it away. Now it's a 2-on-1 break for the Condors. And Di Gregorio blocks it on the line to make up for the error. And trying to find that ball to Idris. Just a little bit mishit as Castro comes for a spell on the bench. It's Ratinales who checks back onto the court. And a sideline ball for the Condors. Vamos, the Condors. Diego Gonzalez, I'm sure you're watching. Now here's another chance for them. Garrido trying to turn. Basolu defends well. And Rodrigo Silva, we know he can strike him off the left. Good save by Raheem down low. Silver still going. Basolu tries to break away and does. And now they've got numbers forward. Longobarda. Basolu still going. Zuniga slides out of the area. And Basolu protesting for a foul, but I think it was the right call to let play go from Jonathan Salas. Zuniga did get all ball. Flicked on by Angelo DeMarco, but blocked on the way. And with 14 minutes left to go, can the Condors hold on and secure 7th spot this season? Basolu fires from range. Garrido forward. Lovely layoff to Silva. He's got space. Down the line. Garrido, but cleaned up by Raheem. Basolu trying to get beyond Rojas. As Yimi Atuez, the man on a brace, on for Longobarda, or on for Condors rather. Can he get his hat-trick? Will be the first one he's scored in games I've watched. He's had a good outing this evening. And now here is Redinales looking for the toe on Wascarito. Rojas. Oh, lovely ball. Atuez, as we were talking about him. Couldn't get his touch right at the finish on that occasion. It's a good ball by Rojas to find him. Now Idris up the other end looking for the back post. Still going Murad Idris. Resets with Basolu. Oh, lovely ball, and Idris finishes. It's 3-2. It's game on. It's Murad Idris. 13 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Jaja, Di Gregorio, and who will be the last sub on for Longobarda? It's Bunyad Mohammadi, all making their way. So 3 out of 4 players being changed. And they will have every chance of getting a win here today. Raheem to Altai Jaja. We'd love to see the number 17 get himself on the score sheet this evening. Altai Jaja, a fan favourite of many. Here he is on the ball now, known to link up well with Bunyad Mohammadi. Both outdoor players in the first team at Belmont Villa, alongside Ali Milam, Bakar Al-Karahuli, and a couple of the other Phoenix boys. Here's Bunyad Mohammadi. Now it's Di Gregorio. Jaja wants it up top at target. DeMarco. Di Gregorio tries to find Jaja. Tries to get beyond Rojas. Jaja with the foul and a resulting yellow card. All smiles from Rolando Rojas. As it's Ratinales back to Rojas. Martinez on now. An over-the-top ball with the volley. They couldn't direct it on target.
After 3 minutes.
Fired from range, did Angelo DeMarco, but couldn't keep that one down. Cristobal Zuniga taking his time with 11 minutes to go. He's going to be careful to not get penalised for holding the ball too long. Henry Martinez plays it into Bunyad Mohammadi and goes all the way back to Ratinales. Rojas forced to backtrack to get a reach on that one. Trying to bait Di Gregorio in and does. He's away there, Rojas. Lace it off. Di Gregorio with the acrobatics, but what feat there from Rolando Rojas, who's quickly developing into a fan favourite. Very tricky player, very deceptive. And you can see here he is again, just toying with the Longobarda defence. Martinez, good touch, lays it off. And that's Jimmy Atuez's hat-trick. And that very may well be enough for Longobarda. The 2-goal buffer restored. And the outside of the foot finish, paying dividends, beating Raheem. And Condors are in the driving seat now. Di Gregorio, ball through. Sharizan looks for the layoff, nothing doing. A 3-on-1. Martinez couldn't quite get his touch going forward. And it's a corner to follow for the Condors. It will be Yimi Atuez to take it. Martinez wants it up the line, tries to flick it on, gets it back. Bunyad Mohammadi in a tussle. Martinez still going, lace it off. And that one just put over the bar. It would have been Atuez's fourth of the match if he put it away. Berian, Sharizan, picked up by the Condors. They're playing good futsal. Martinez trying to find the spare man. Still going Martinez. Weak shot. Rebounds out. Rojas collects it. Chip forward. Atuez brings it down. Back to Rojas, who's mucking around with Sharizan now. Atuez, a bit of a giveaway. Wants the foul. Not being given. Mohammadi. De Gregorio. Back rolls it to Sharizan and puts him under a bit of pressure. Yumi Atuez is incoming. Raheem, long ball over. Mohammadi flicks it on with the head. And the Condors calling a full change. Vera, Castro, Silva, and Garrido all back on, but the ball wasn't disposed off the line correctly, so it looks like it will be a turnover where Longobarda will get possession. Hazare Sharizan standing over it. Berian up the line. And Berian looking for the back post. De Gregorio couldn't get there. Silva, good ball. Garrido leaves it. And fired over the bar by Felipe Vera, eyeing out his second goal of the evening. What a season Vera has had. Player of the round last week. 8 goals in 10 matches so far. He's been the most consistent player for the Condors, both in terms of his attendance, but also in terms of his on-field performances. A couple of very memorable ones for sure, as Basolu trying to cut in on the flank. That's not far away from Massimo Basolu, is it? He's also been a very good signing for Longobarda this season after returning from the Murdoch Warriors. A couple of seasons hiatus. As Murad Idris back on the court. Basolu has got to get it moving a little quicker. They want a result, don't want to go down easy and settle for a loss. Castro looks for the long ball, headed clear by Basolu. Vera all the way back to Zuniga. A bit of an air swing there from Felipe Vera, uncharacteristic, but nevertheless only a resulting side ball. And speaking of air swings, I think that one from Hazare Sharizan tops it off. Completely missing the ball there. Looking for the ball through to Vera. Here he is, Felipe Vera. Can he put it away? Still going! Oh, great block there. Great block from Basolu. Basolu probably been Longobarda's best player this season. Team of the week last week in their 6-all draw. 6-all draw. I said 5-5 for a second, but that was the result of the AFC versus Perth Pumas game, so a couple of surprising results. It's not often you see draws happening with such a large amount of goals being scored. Driving forward there is Rodrigo Silva. Garrido looking for options. Basolu's run it off him. Nothing called by the ref. Luckily for the Condors, Castro comes away with that lovely outside of the football. Garrido. And we'll see outside the D. Referee says yes. Raheem, will he be penalised with a card? I don't think so, but it will be a chance for the Condors to work him and potentially add a fifth on the board. 6.5 minutes to go. The Condors with a 4-2 lead. However, they could potentially be in foul trouble. Actually, no, probably not. I thought they were on 4 fouls, so they are only on 3 fouls. They're probably fine in that regard. They've just got to consolidate their defense, stay focused, and see out what will be a very good victory and 2 wins in a row to end their season after they defeated the finals-bound FutScarbs FC last week. It's Felipe Vera with a toe poke, cleared off the line. Basolu, strong for options. Just going to try and play it off for Condor and win the sideline ball, and he does just that. We've got Murad Idris lurking around up top, but they opt to use Sharizan whilst they ride their luck with the 5th man, Basolu, dictating play from the back, and it looks like they might have gone for a different style. 2 up the back, 3 across the front. In fact, no, it just looks like Bunyad Mohammadi didn't know where to be as Basolu directs him to be higher up the flank. So they are playing the traditional 3 at the back, 2 across the front, and they square it. That's a good shot. And it's finished on the follow-up by Bunyad Mohammadi, who can't stop scoring. And now it's game on with 5 minutes to go. 4 Condors, 3 Longobarda. 5th man pays off almost immediately. Bunyad Mohammadi will be happy to add another one to his account. Right place, right time. Not going to miss from there. Good attacking position from the Longobarda number 16. Who if he gets another, the Longobardas maybe get a result, he'll be another shout for Team of the Week after, again, I'll say it, controversially getting left out last week. I know a lot of his fans weren't happy about it. As that shot from Garrido just hitting the outside of the post. Longobarda going at it again with the 5th man, but the Condors pressing harder to prevent them from starting the play. And it's given away with no goalkeeper. Vera, can he find his second? Still going Vera, still going. What a goal this would be! But it's cleared off the line by Basolu expertly. They've got to be careful in possession, Longobarda, especially when Berrian's coming up like that. And they've given it away again. Silva! And he fires it back in the net. Rodrigo Silva puts the cherry on top. And that might just be enough for the Condors. They lead 5-3 with under 5 minutes to go now. You know, Longobarda, they're doing the right thing by going 5th man, but you wonder whether Berrian is running out a little bit too early without actually seeing if the press is being broken. The way I like to do it, you go for a long throw, try and get the other team to head it out for a side ball, and then it's much easier to set up. When a team's full pressing and you're trying to do it from keeper, believe me, it isn't easy. Idris, can he add an instant response? He's in a tussle with Silva. The referee's whistle gone, or whistle has gone. It's going to be a corner now. Now would be the time to set up the 5th man. They've rushed it once again. Basolu. Still going Basolu. Tries to cut inside. Garrido, can he find the empty net? Not quite. Now that Condors have dropped back a bit, a chance for Longobarda to orchestrate the fly keeper. Sharizan, Di Gregorio, Basolu with acres of time and space on the flank. Finds the ball across. Sharizan into the corner. Berrian. Sharizan once again. Di Gregorio. Out wide to Basolu. Down the line to Idris. Ball still being kept in the field of play. Here's a chance for Sharizan. Shot block. Castro. Can he score on his return? I think that's goal bound. And it's Chris Castro who seals the victory. Vamos, the Condors. And what a way to make your return. Midson Zephyr McPherson, make sure you show your coach some love. You might have to get him on court for Sterling Brasachinga next season. He's obviously still more than capable as Basolu slows it down to a walking pace now. Longobarda look a little bit depleted in their body language, but Sharizan is still moving it nice and quickly. Berrian with the toe poke. And they've got another corner. Can they make it count? Berrian leaves it. Did Sharizan for Di Gregorio. Basolu fires off the left boot. And that one always rising. Zuniga. Condors playing it out short. Felipe Vera. Castro. Back to Vera. Ball over the top. Achuez heads it back. Now a chance for Di Gregorio to counter-attack quickly. It's a 4-on-3. Back rolls it for DeMarco. Sharizan. And they go 5th man now. Do Perth Longobarda. They need 3 goals in just over 2 minutes. Remember, the last 2 minutes of the game will be stop clock, but it still doesn't leave them with much time. Di Gregorio just about stops that one from going into the empty net. He's under pressure, but Almost squeezes the ball out to Basolu. Does in the end, and it's going to be another goal here. It's Rolando Rojas who makes it 7. And it's a well-deserved goal from a man who's been looking threatening all evening. The high press paying dividends for the Condors as they find the empty net once again and wrap up their season in style. They're showing a lot of promise for next season. They get a couple of these big names like Gonzalez, like Nicholas Canast in on a consistent basis, and they're going to be challenging the top 4, no doubt. They've shown glimpses of it this season, but just haven't had the consistency. But their last 2 performances have been very good, and they might get another one here. Rojas, Vera not going to miss from there, or is he? Di Gregorio takes him out, and will it be a yellow card? John Claver says yes. But I think it's a worthy foul for Di Gregorio to make. If he didn't make it, it would have been an empty net for Vera to find. Castro looking like he'll be the set-piece specialist once again. What can the number 4 muster up? Another goal would surely put him in contention for Team of the Week, and I don't think we could see anyone better on that squad than this man, Chris Castro. Can he bend one into the far corner, bend it like Beckham, and also bend it like Castro? That one, not one of his finer efforts, getting blocked by the wall, but it looks like he'll get a retake. The Condors wall moved early. Will he switch it up? Will he go to Yimi Achuez, who's lurking on the right and looking for a 4th goal? He does! Achuez, shot blocked by Sharizan, and it's a corner. The clock stopped with 1 minute and 33 seconds left. Castro cuts in nicely in the centre. And Yimi Achuez backpedaling. He did what he had to do and cleared that one behind the grandstand. And the ball will be distributed to the players as Angelo DeMarco to get us restarted. Can Longobarda get a couple of consolation goals back inside the final minute? DeMarco shots blocked. Castro smartly plays it off DeMarco. And it'll be back with Cristobal Zuniga. Zuniga goes long. Sharizan. Can he have one last say? Zuniga spills it, but makes the save nonetheless. Lovely feet from Castro to squeeze the ball out wide. Sharizan playing with a lot of heart and passion. It's been good for Longobarda today. Probably the only player that hasn't really dropped in body language since the side have gone down a couple goals. He's still fighting. He still wants it. And a foul kick in resulting in a turnover and a chance for Longobarda to keep going with the 5th man. Looks like it's going to be Bunyad Mohammadi, who's wearing the red shirt. Basolu. Mohammadi is lurking in the centre. Oh, he almost got it out wide there, did Mohammadi. Would have been a good chance if he could have got his touch right, but it's gone out of bounds, and they've got to get back quickly to Longobarda. The net is wide open at the moment. And I think Yimi Achuez is going to get 4. He is. It's 8-3. And it's the Yimi Achuez show this Friday night. I think a player of the round performance might be incoming for the Condors, number 11. It's a great way to end off their season. 1 goal down to 8-3 up. Basolu, Bunyad Mohammadi up at it once again. Di Gregorio inside. Can he get another one? Good save by Cristobal. They go over the top quickly. Mohammadi doing his defensive duties well. Was there a handball in there? Referee says no. And the Condors put it into touch. Longobarda, they're going to go at it again. Di Gregorio, ball in the centre. And an empty net. If Henry Martinez can find it, I don't know if you realised it. Basolu, good interception. Rojas keeps it in. Lovely feet. Still going. Di Gregorio. Can he get the layoff? I think there might have been a foul in there. Di Gregorio not happy with it. And as the game comes to a close, it will be Condors 8. Perth Longobarda 3. We'll just run through the goal scorers for this evening. Yimi Achuez with 4. Felipe Vera with 1. Rolando Rojas with 1. Rodrigo Silva with 1, and Christopher Castro with 1 rather. And for Longobarda, it's 1 to Angelo DeMarco, 1 to Bunyad Mohammadi, and 1 to Murad Idris. So a good way to end out all the action for this evening. And we'll be back tomorrow with two of the biggest clashes of the season, the games that will determine the minor premiership. West Coast Cobras take on Andinos, and the Northern Hawks take on the Perth Pumas. We'll just run through some of the statistics from this match. Longobarda with 368 attempted passes to the Condors 293. Longobarda with 248 completed passes to the Condors 183. But the Condors got the better of Longobarda in the shooting department. 20 shots, 11 on target for the Condors, 16 shots, 10 on target for Longobarda. And obviously the start that we all care about, Condors finishing 8 goals, Longobarda with just a 3. And we will leave you with the live ladder for you guys to take a look at before the all-important matches tomorrow. My name is John Goodlich. Thank you for joining me.